forgot to introduce myself or like write the introduction. I hope no one's watching. My goal today, my name's Catherine. My goal today is deadlift 315 pounds and run a half marathon the same day. So you're seeing me right now out of breath because I just deadlifted 315. 315 now 3 times, but before 2 times before. And then I have ran a half marathon twice 6 years ago. So this is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge for sure. I think what was in my head the easier part out of the way, which was deadlifting, because I feel a lot more comfortable deadlifting just because I've done it more recently. But yeah, so I don't know why I'm doing this. I listened to the Andrew Huberman and David Goggins podcast like 3 days ago, so that might explain things. But now I am going to run a half marathon. So we're gonna see how this goes. I remembered like a little bit of the like stuff that I would do when I would run half marathons, right? So I always remember deodorant for like areas that chafe, good running shoes, which I think I actually ran my half marathon in these. They're so old. We're gonna see how these fare up. Like you can see the soles are not in a great state, but yeah, I think I'm doing this a little bit just to prove to myself that I can do stuff like this. Also, I'm so sorry, I'm so like stuffy, but I think I'm just doing this because I want to see if I'm capable of something this difficult. You know, there's no good reason for doing this, but I think about it and like there's no real good reason for going to law school, or taking the LSAT, doing a bodybuilding competition. Like, why? You know? I think I motivate a lot by seeing whether or not I can actually just do things that are hard. A lot of times I do things just for the sake of the fact that they're hard, just to test myself, because I think that's where a lot of my confidence comes from, is just being able to do difficult things. But lightweight, baby. So we're gonna go do this half marathon. Okay, I am back at my place. I dropped my goo packet, which I'll explain in a second. But I remember from running, there's this supplement called goo that it's just like, I think pretty quick, like amino acids, sodium, like salt, you know, something that just would help for sure if you're running and feeling depleted. So my plan is I'm gonna have one of these now, and I'm gonna drink some electrolytes, and then I'm going to take one on the road with me. And then when I get, I'm thinking like 8 mile mark, I should probably start like snacking on it just a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna see how this tastes, because I remember it tasting okay, but like nothing great. Yeah, that tastes okay. Nothing, actually I like this flavor. The other one I got was salted caramel, because I remember I got that one for my most recent 6 year ago half marathon. I remember really liking it, but anything really tastes good when you're 8 miles in deep. So yeah, this isn't bad. But like I was saying, running is such a mental sport. I have full faith belief that if you can run 3 miles, you can run a half marathon. It's a sport that you first do in your head. That's the biggest accomplishment, because you can like put one foot in front of the other. Oh, there's a lady. I shouldn't look. There, you can always put one foot in front of the other. That's not a problem. And I'm truly not running this for a time. I'm running this just to see if I can actually do this, you know? Wish I can. The key to this is going to be keeping my heart rate low enough to just kind of coast. Because, I'm not sprinting this. You know, honestly, I'm probably going to be going walking pace, but still, like, running. My route I planned is to run to my mom's house and then back to my place. So it's going to be like a in-out kind of thing. I'll take the same path back, because I think it's easy then to know where your halfway point is. And then I also plan for like a couple bathroom stops on the way if I need to. So that's about like 2 towns over. So I'll turn around at like the 6.55 mark. I think that's how I routed it. We'll see. I don't know. It just doesn't feel in my head, like it hasn't registered that I'm actually going to be doing this. Because the longest I've ever ran in the past year has probably been 3 miles. And it was a very slow 3 miles. But it's such a mental game, you know. Deadlifting takes a lot of willpower, but it's kind of like a you can do it or you can't thing. Running, you can do it if you have a stupid amount of determination to keep running, you know. Your body can handle it. Your body can handle a ridiculous amount of pressure and exertion. Fingers crossed I don't get rhabdo. I think I'll be okay. It's a half marathon. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so currently I'm trying to decide if I want to run in sweatpants or leggings, because I think it's like 30 degrees out. These sweatpants are really comfortable, but like, I don't know if they're gonna chafe or not, versus like these leggings. I don't know, I just don't want anything like tight around here. And then I also pulled my hair back, because one thing I know if you run with long hair is that, and this would happen to me all the time when I was running, was that, oh, so gross. If you have your hair in a ponytail, right, and your hair is just like down and it's long enough, it'll get stuck. Like when you're going like this underneath your armpits, you'll accidentally like yank your hair back. So we're doing this today. I don't know. I'm gonna try in the leggings. Okay, here are the leggings. So they're definitely giving off a more running look. So, and I think the chafing is gonna be better when I run, versus like these are gonna be just like irritating. So, okay, leggings it is. Okay, so basically I've decided that for this half marathon I'm not gonna run with music, because I always just end up getting like overstimulated by the music anyway. So it's just gonna be my phone. When I run to my mom's house, I'm gonna grab water, which is gonna be the halfway point. I'm trying to think, around like 8 miles I'll like have the goo pack. I'm putting everything in my sports bra because I don't have like a fancy like thing on your arm or like carrying pack. So yeah, I hope that this isn't as miserable as I'm imagining it is going to be. So okay, let's go run this half marathon. Okay, so I am about a half mile in. I feel really dumb recording myself doing this, but it's okay, it's whatever. I am still pretty sore, so I'm sorry if the camera's bouncing so much. I'm still really sore, starting to kind of doubt how I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna try. least the lake looks really pretty. It's very foggy. It's like 30 degrees out. I don't know if you can tell. That's all ice. Okay, I am about 3 miles in to this half marathon. I'm feeling good. I feel like every time I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. And it's just a downhill. And then I start the uphill and it hurts. But I got this. I have about 10 more miles to go. And then 3.5 more to the halfway point. So I'm good. I'm chilling. Okay. Okay, so I'm about over halfway into this marathon. I stopped at my mom's house to take a bathroom break. I'm so tired. My hands are so cold. Also, I think I have a pretty bad blister on my foot, which really hurts, but all I need to do is just make it back to my apartment, and then this is over, and I never have to run another half marathon again if I don't want to. But I think I am gonna have a little, like the second pack of goo and some water, and then I'm gonna start heading back. So okay, so I'm gonna start running again. Grab some gloves from my mom's house, and I think they're my mom's, so I'm really sorry. Whew. The blister on it's my right foot is really not fun. Also, someone honked at me while I was running, and it scared the shit out of me. And I remember, like, I've gotten honked at before when I would run, but I was literally, like, before anybody says it's because, like, I'm wearing, like, leggings and a tight shirt, I would literally be in, like, a t-shirt and running shorts as, like, a 15-year-old, and I would get honked at. It's just, I feel like it's just kind of rude. Like, and it clearly shows that you've never run a day in your life if you're honking at someone that's running. But I should definitely start running before my body cools down too much, because I'm already starting to feel cold, and I know that is not good. So I will try and catch up when I get to like mile 10, I think. So see ya. Okay, so I'm at mile 10, like over mile 10. This is me right now. I stopped at a deli on the route and got a Gatorade. So I think I'm gonna walk. Whew. I think I'm gonna walk maybe like for another mile. No, not another mile. See, I'm a little delirious. I think I'm gonna walk for another maybe 3 minutes. Just trying to get back. I just ran a half marathon. So I just finished 13 miles, and I deadlifted 350 pounds today. Honestly, legs were cramping so bad at the end, and then my phone died because it got so cold, and I stopped and got Gatorade for at a deli that was on the way, because I was kind of hoping that was going to help with the cramps, and it did a little bit. But holy shit, I haven't ran more than 3 miles in like at least 2 years, and I just ran a half marathon, and right before that deadlifted 315. So I don't know what I thought I was gonna feel after doing this. Oh well, lightweight baby. Oh my god. If you can't tell, I'm really, really cold. I finished, I deadlifted 315. I did it twice. Fucking twice. And then I ran a half marathon. I haven't done that in like 6 years. I haven't ran like more than 3 miles in the past year. Oh my god. I don't even know. There have been most of the weeks of 2023, I didn't run a single goddamn second. And oh my god. My feet are bleeding. I just ate I ate 3 donuts, but not 6. I have 6 donuts right now, and they're probably all gonna be gone by the end of the day. Yeah, my legs are so sore. Like, they hurt. But you know what? You can do whatever hell you tell yourself you could do. I literally was, like, on the way back. I think I must have ran at, like, a 15-minute pace for, like, the last 5 miles. Like, 4 or 5. Because I was just, like, at the end, it was so sad. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. I was literally saying it out loud. And I knew I could do it. There were a lot of points. And, sorry, I'm so tired. I just hiccuped. But there are a lot of points during that run where I was like, just stop doing this. Why are you doing this? You don't need to be running a half marathon right now. Like, call your dad or call your mom or your roommate or your grandparents, have them pick you up. I'm done with this. But then I started thinking about more, you know, I am so grateful to be able to do something like this. You know, I can't believe that I have a body that is able to, first of all, deadlift 315. That's like a lifetime accomplishment for a lot of women, a lot of people. And then on top of that, run a half marathon with no training. I wasn't even doing powerlifting training. Like, I've literally just been in my, like, hypertrophy, you know, grind with bodybuilding. Man, I'm just, like, I think I'm on, like, a high a little bit. I started getting a little delirious towards the end, too. I think my ears were really cold, and I was just like, oh, this is so bad. But I fucking did that. I did that, and, I don't know. I think it's gonna set in when I wake up tomorrow and I'm really, really, really sore. But lightweight, baby, you know? Everyone wanna be a bodybuilder, but ain't nobody wanna lift these heavy-ass weight. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just ran a half marathon. Oh my god. I kind of just want to lay like this for an hour. But I'm getting dinner with my friend who I'm so excited to see. And I'm very excited to eat. So, I'll try and add more thoughts to this, but right now my brain is just like, you need food, you need to eat stuff. And I need a shower, because it sounds really warm, and that sounds really nice. So, today is the day that you, whoever watched this, saw someone deadlift 315 and run a half marathon the same day. You know, I saw myself do this too. I knew in my head I could do this. I had no doubt in my mind that I was physically capable, and even more so, I'm like mentally capable of deadlifting that much and then running half marathon back to back. The half marathon was an achievement in itself. Truthfully, I wasn't for sure that I was going to be able to do it, but god damn, like, I have to shout out David Goggins, because I thought of you every goddamn step of that run. It was, if he can do it, why can't I? You know? And I think a lot of my issues sometimes come from me not asking that question, is why can't it be me? Why can't I do it? Because I know I am so much more capable, and whoever is watching this, you know, if I end up posting this, you can do anything. anything you put your mind to, you just have to see it in your head before you go and do it. You have to believe in yourself, and then there's going to be times where you don't believe in yourself, and you kind of have to just recognize that it is a time that you're not having full faith, and tell yourself that that time when you're going to have more faith is going to come. So don't act on this feeling right now, you know. Thoughts and feelings aren't who you are. It's your actions. It's what you do. It's the way that you feel about yourself that is yourself, you know. You have to separate yourself from a more emotional stance, because I have times during that run, that miserable, awful run, that I didn't know. I was telling myself, just call someone, to have someone pick you up. We're not doing this. I don't want to run anymore. But the second I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. There's gonna be another mile ahead where I'm gonna be so glad that I didn't stop. And I know I can make it that other mile. And when I'm at that point where I'm going to be glad I didn't stop, I'll be in a better mental place. And I'll believe in myself a little bit more because I ran another mile. So, I'm going to hop in the shower. Oh my god. I actually, before I get in the shower, I have, like, a few more thoughts I want to say while they're still on my head. You can do whatever the hell you think you can do. You're your biggest supporter, and you're the only one that is going to be at your side throughout the entirety of your life, like from birth to death. Like you only die and cross over with one person. And I think in my case I owe it to myself to see how much I'm physically capable of and mentally capable of. You know, a lot of times with like law school, I sit there and I'm like, what in the hell am I doing here? I don't feel smart enough to do this, you know. I think about becoming an attorney, like a big attorney in New York, like New York City, and having this nice beautiful apartment and just having this really luxurious life. And I doubt myself sometimes. I doubt myself sometimes that I can do it. And there are a lot of times too where I'm about to hit a lift or something. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. You have to have not unwavering faith, but unwavering ability to act. If that makes sense. You know, you have to do things before you can talk yourself out of it, is the key to living my life, at least, you know. I remember today, like, I got up, and before I was up, I was like, okay, we're gonna go make my pre-workout, and we're gonna go make my pre-workout meal. Like, I'm gonna deadlift 315 today. It's gonna happen, you know. And I saw it happen, and last week I had actually attempted it. I won't lie. I won't lie, and it didn't move, you know. And then this week, you know, I'm on my period. Oh my god, the cramps I was having. The cramps I was having during that run just made it hell. Really, just hell. But I made it, you know, and I pushed through, and I think a lot about the stuff that I learned from David Goggins, where it's like, I didn't think about the cookie jar that much, like his metaphor where you think about times that you've gone through in the past, you know. Honestly, when I'm in that position, I think about, sometimes I think about what's next. Like, I think about the feeling after. In particular, I often think about the feeling of quitting. And I think so hard about what it would feel like to be sitting 3 hours from now. Because 3 hours passes either way, you know. It's it's going to pass either way. it's up to you to decide how you spend those 3 hours, because you can spend them in physical pain, like running physical pain, or you can spend it in mental pain, thinking about what you had left to accomplish. And I know what pain I'd rather choose. I genuinely, every time I think of that when I'm running or I'm doing something hard, it always pops into my mind, and it's never failed me, honestly. I remember in cross country, I think, 20-something minutes always passes. That's the one thing that's guaranteed in life, is that the time's gonna pass. But what isn't guaranteed is your ability to do something in that moment, to have that opportunity. And I honestly think I need to learn some more stuff from this experience, because you have to seize opportunities when you have them. I have a fit body, capable of doing this, I'd love to say that I could do it for the rest of my life, but I don't know for sure, So I'm going to seize this opportunity when I'm physically capable of it. And I'm going to keep pushing better, The best goal is always the next goal, really. I finished this and I wasn't thinking about, like, the enjoyment of this moment. I was thinking about, okay, can I deadlift 405? So it's like, I've heard some people say, like, doesn't that just feel never ending? And really, what I get so much happiness out of is being in that moment, is accomplishing and working towards a goal. That it gives me an undeniable, unbelievable amount of peace in a goal. It's really just that friction between where I am and where I want to be, and working towards that. And sometimes you can't push it. Sometimes you have to do the work and let go of the result, if that makes sense. You put the time in and the work in because you want something, but either way you'll be okay without it.